during the week that Dale wasn't going on next year. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard from a few sources he wasn't going on. So
tough job to take on, though.
Yeah. So I'd heard him. Yeah, that's not good for him and the club having to find another coach, if that be true. But once again, that becomes second hand. But
anyway, as the players move out of their huddles and head to their positions for the last
there's a good
quarter.
little crowd for a Div 5 game, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, not a bad size crowd for the day. Lots of people on the far side there under the gum trees.
200 or 300 here.
It's the great man, Tony TJ Javor.
I tell you what, Wayne, I walked past the barbecue and your voice was bellowing over there on 88.4. Quite interesting. The girls are back on doing their Tai Chi. Absolutely thrilled that they got a mention. Big shout out to Reno Viscioni from the Payneham Norwood Union Falcons. And I'm sitting on your cord.
And again,
Sorry.
you're standing on it now.
Well, what can happen in this last quarter, boys? Let's hope it doesn't get ugly.
I'm glad it's working
98
through
points.
on 88.4. Is it sounding good through there, mate?
Yeah, mate, crystal clear on 88.4. Very clear on Mixler today.
Beautiful.
So well done to Hose and SA Footballer TV Network and their star, Wayne Knowles.
I'm not the star. Umpire throws the ball up. Dolly up in the ruck. Straight back down to a bit of congestion. And the umpire says he'll have it.
Secondary ball up. Big Starkey against Wonky. Wonky with a tap out to Guy Ward. That's held without possession. That's a free kick.
Ward's down too at the moment. Starkey's battled all day.
Yeah, struggled. Tried hard.
Very, very late in the game now. Port battling back, 16 points down against the Demons. The Dons have beaten the Roos as we just got a bit of a stoppage in the middle here.
About 8 minutes to go at the G. See if the power
Reed
can get
takes
up.
the handball from Ward. This way, that away. So it'd have to be Sammy Abel, wouldn't it?
No, it's not. No.
Oh, good mark.
Oh, good mark.
Aaron Asfaha. Asfaha pumps it out wide here towards Clark Rantassa. And the ball spills.
It's going to hit the broadcast area! Oh, Maxie, I tell you what, we nearly went through $8,000 worth of equipment right there.
Yes.
The panic, the horror. Ball
Umpire
in,
throws the ball in Wonky. Down to
Guy
Ward.
Ward wins it down as Faha through his legs.
Dolly.
Dolly follows up. Good strong play, but that is...
Geordie Schmidt
Geordie Schmidt.
sprays that one on the
young
left,
ball.
out of bounds on the full.
Quick score here from Renown Park. We've got Salisbury West 14-5, 89 are in front of Fitzroy now 10-15, 75. 14 points to the tune of the Tigers.
Greenacres sends the ball back in from deep in the back pocket towards Colin Maniotis.
Liam Bennett, strong fist, but well read by Greenacres.
Clark
Malupo
puts it towards
was.
Clark Rantassa.
Grant Ellis.
Drops the ball, almost a measure, so he wouldn't get tackled. Quick feed
Maniotis.
He had a bit of the footy today, Nolsey.
Yes, he certainly has, mate.
But running clear, beautiful. Bo Skellington there. Looks for...
Sammy Abel.
Abel, Wonky.
Yep. That's Sammy Abel.
Sammy Abel.
He's another tool, and he releases the handball.
Oh.
Must keep your feet there.
Collis.
That was
Connors,
Jack
young Connors. Young fella.
And it's a free kick there, and the free kick will go the way of Kimmy Edwards. He's been quieter in the second half, but when the game was, I wouldn't say it was hot, but when the game was up for grabs in the first half, he was probably one of the real catalysts in getting him going, Nosey.
Yeah, he certainly was, mate. Leith Wright's coming back onto the ground after his little indiscretion and a 10-minute rest.
Good mark there to Big Starkey.
Starkey goes around
Drops
the
back
back.
in the hole.
High
Out
up
to
and
Leith
underkick.
Wright.
Leith Wright, he's come back on. Can he make a difference?
Oh, well
Whoa,
read there,
well read.
backing himself in. Who's that? Is that Skellington?
Charge
again?
us
Skellington
through.
again, mate.
Yeah.
Skellington.
Through the middle, but coughs it straight up to Rowan MacArthur for Greenacres. Takes the mark. He looks inboard.
Gets around Abel.
Yeah, forced to kick a real mongrel punt. Prowse up over the top, tries to affect the spoil. Greenacres, handball here, half forward. Rantassa, this way, that away. Release
To his
handball.
brother.
Rantassa to
Cafex
Rantassa.
Holly. Cafex Holly back into Goldsmith. Goldsmith spills the football. And there's a bit of a wrestle, bit of a duel. And it spills out. No, umpire says he'll have it.
Yeah, good play there by Tommy Edwards. Not sacrificing the pill there, just locking it in, allowing a reset 15 metres out at the southern end of the ground of the Australian Gas Network's
Been
high
a
school
great
end.
day here at Webb Oval. Great hospitality from the Glenunga Footy Club.
Oh, ducking his head. The umpire buys into it. It's been a bit like that. You've been able to con the umpires today. Aaron Asfaha on the centre wing right in front of us here, boys. He'll head down to half forward. No, short little chippy kick.
Ooh.
Not too bad. But
Mao.
Mao drops what he should have taken. Dropped it, Mao. Want to drop it later. But Dolly to full forward. And well read again now. It's Kimmy Edwards standing up. He'll clear to the fat side here. Looks for him.
Connors.
Time
Connors.
for think music. Has
Yep.
a bounce.
Good player, Kim Edwards. A bit of league footy behind him as well.
Yep. Played a few. To the wing. Inboard
Ward.
there.
Ward inboard.
Bennett. Bennett goes for and looks for McMahon, is it? McMahon in
No.
front. Maybe took the mark, but no, stolen by Sfaha. Again, he gets around. He's got good leg speed, but he just kicks it straight back to Glenunga. They've got time now through Ward, I think,
Yep.
to set up. Ward also kicks a really average kick. Probably wouldn't bottle this last 2 minutes of play, boys, and put it in the happy
Any
vault.
highlights package?
No.
No, that's for sure.
Ball on the ground, but they spills through Glenunga. They cough up a handball. Mongrel
Starkey.
punt. And a
Ball going
mark is
nowhere.
taken by
Clark Rentassa.
Rentassa.
Yep.
Through the middle. We haven't seen that too often from Greenacres today. Leading in the race to the ball, that is Tommy Edwards. You can hear the chants of "Go Tommy." We've heard that all day today, no matter what ground you've been at.
Tommy Jabor or Tommy Edwards.
Take it easy. Good tackle there. And I think we'll have a ball in. No, he's paid holding the ball. Interesting enough.
They've got plenty of players on the switch.
Connors releases the ball out the back 50 and finds Hanson there in the back, just on the 50 line. Hanson then comes back and saw to Andy Reid.
I'd expect this to open up a bit, and they probably should be able
Andy
to get 4 or
Reid gets
5 goals this
the
quarter,
handball
Glenunga.
receive again and asking for it once more, and he's got it. Andy Reid will send him inside 50 with a lovely kick.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful kick.
3 touches on the go there
Brant
from the
Ellis.
captain, Andy Reid.
And Brant Ellis will take the grab and probably will have a shot, probably 50 out from
Looks a
goal.
little bit better, Andy Reid, today without the man bun there.
He does. He looks like a boy, which is really good because it's men's football. But look, you'd have to say,
Schmidt.
they're just
Oh, look at
sharing it
this.
around here.
Schmidt.
Back
Oh,
to
there's
Reid.
Andy Reid.
Goes bang, kicks his second, salutes the Glenunga crowd, and says, "Thank you very much."
And
Captain
I'll have a
Andy
man
Reid.
bun next week.
Captain Courageous kicks his second for the day. And on the South Wales Demons Football Club scoreboard, it's Glenunga 21 goals 7, Greenacres 4 goals 5, in what it's fair to say has been a pretty one-sided affair.
Spencer Prowse comes on and Turkey comes back onto the field.
Tercy's, not Turkey, Tercy.
Score from Flinders Park, Brighton 18-8, 116, Flinders Park 7, 648. Massive win to Brighton.
And just a quick one there with the AFL. Melbourne have kicked away from Port Adelaide. It's
Okay, shut up. Let's concentrate.
Yeah,
Ball
shut up,
going up
Milesy.
here. It's Wonky versus Dolly. Well done, Dolly. Wins the tap. But again, at the back of the pack, sitting in position A. Glenunga gets their handball. Wonky goes with one hand. He wouldn't have gone with one hand, I think, at the start of the game. But we're kind of at that almost chunk time. Leading in the race to the ball was Bo Skellington. He's been good back there. Serviceable young footballer. Doesn't try and do too
No,
much.
it's been good.
Runs hard at the ball in straight lines. And they come clear. Is that Sammy Abel?
No, it is Sam Venning, mate.
Sam Venning, Venning, Abel, some good footballers in this unit.
A lot of
Well,
them,
good
a lot of
tackle.
them do look the same though, don't they?
Yeah,
Big
well,
fish has been done for holding the footy there, mate, there at the 50-metre mark and a 25-metre. Kyle Matiotis is going to have a shot from 25 out now.
What was that for? A little bit of verbal bat chat?
I'd say so, yep.
Yeah, he'll have a shot 25 metres out. About a 45-degree angle at the Australian Gas Network's end.
What are we going to do? We're going to back him in from here?
Oh, you'd think so.
You'd hope so.
A shout out to my mate there, Phil Robertson. Robbo's trying to get off the field. He's rolling off the field at the moment.
Straight across the face, 3 for 1 behind there. Sorry, host.
He's the Greenacres runner, Robbo. And I said I'd give him a bit of sledging today.
Probably a little bit early, host. Knowlesy, that could be handy point zone. It brings it back to 103.
Yeah, it would have been nice if it was a goal, though.
And sitting under it and taking the mark, well judged there was Andy McNeil. I haven't called his name too many times today.
No.
Hasn't his best
Wasted
day.
that football inboard, though. Now Wonky's got the ball at half-back.
That's what I like about the big fish. He can turn, he can run. He's got elite running skills. Obviously, he's a Sandful player.
Finds Kimmy Edwards. Edwards goes back and board to Brant Ellis. He'll pump them inside 50. At the back. Oh, no.
Rossa!
He's got good hands, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been quiet probably after quarter time, but if you finish the day with 7, it's
You'd-
something
I was
to
gonna
hang out
say,
and tell
yeah.
the Sheila's doing Tai Chi about, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he kicked 7 every game, you'd be happy.
Yeah.
Not
He'll line up 30 metres out, sorry, Wayne, at the Ray White Real Estate
Has he
end.
kicked 7 or this is his 7?
This will be for his 7.
This is for his 7. I have missed one goal kicker. That's what happens when you kick 20-something. Deliberate approach, kicking straight through the line. Umpire doesn't do too much work. He's getting his scorecard out. Oh, you are a strange cat. And it's straight through the high diddle-diddle. He's done a dance. He's done a little thing.
Pulled something out of his pocket, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe a Mars bar, perhaps a Snickers.
I have no idea, but he's very old, didn't he?
Oh, he's goose stepping. And that's about where we're at with this game. It's 109-point margin.
I don't think all the oars are in the water.
No.
Oh, God. Anyway,
good luck to him. He's out here at community football.
he does a
probably
great
it every
job.
week.
Does a great job week in, week out.
Obviously, he was obviously I used to host I used to be on the Grassroots Footy Show, and he was on the opening credits, and I think he was pretty happy with that. And he's
You
still
would have
getting
had too much say, would you?
No, we played second fiddle, didn't I? Certainly when catering came out. Anyway, yeah, I knew you'd like that one.
Anyway,
Balls
Greenacres
Bills.
with the clearance.
Okay, go ball. Green.
Mal there hunting the footy
Lost me
with
way.
Matty Otis. Clark Rantassa gets into a wall of Glenunga players. They get their hands out. Oh, that was... Oh, yeah, I was going to say you would have got that a free kick there to the Greenacres player.
True centre wing
Jack
position.
Mao.
He's been all right too, man.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
great
great
punch. That's
punch.
Bennett again. He's a really good defender, Bennett. He's a true defender. Beats his opponent first. Shaky left-footed kick, but does the
Sammy
job.
Abel now rolls back around. He's got no left foot. Will go back inboard, and he does
Great
that.
kick, great kick.
Crosser. Oh, it just goes over his head. Spills two. Guy Ward, is it Brian Ellis? Sorry,
Brian Ellis.
Reed,
Ellis comes
back
through.
to Ellis.
Yo,
This way, that
beauty.
away. As easy as you like. Brian Ellis kicks his first, and he kicks Glenunga's 23rd. Glenunga 23, goal 7, 146. Greenacres 4 goals, 630. It's a 116-point lead, and we're looking at a 20 to 25 goal result at this stage, mate. I don't think there's too many bullets left to fire for the Dragons, unfortunately.
They've fought hard with the limited stocks that they've had, but certainly outclassed by the mighty Rams here at Webb Oval today.
Just quickly, mate, I remember a bloke called Absolute Bath breaking a story that they only had 7 or 8 at training earlier this year. In the pre-season.
Barthy was good.
He was very good, wasn't he?
I
The hashtag man. He got
Yes,
banned.
he was. He did get
He
banned.
was on the money, as they said.
I do
He
ask
did
the
get-
question, though. How did Rosewater get beaten last week by Greenacres?
Greenacres obviously
At
got a lot
home,
out today, though.
Yeah, at home with all their players as they win the clearance. Glenunga, we're getting a bit sidetracked.
Oh.
He's had an area, the big fella. Big Ryan McCarthy's gone to kick it out of mid-air and hasn't worked. Glenunga here,
Abel.
willing, able,
Goal.
snapping.
Oh,
goal.
well, that's a good goal. That's a goal of the day. Great
Take it
goal.
easy, host.
Great goal.
Sammy Abel kicks his first. He becomes at least, I've missed one, but at least the 10th goal kicker for Glenunga as they have piled on 24,
All over at the G.
and they take a handy 121 points.
Melbourne 23 points at the G.
Yep.
Not happy.
Come on, don't cry, you two. We're all going to be losers together.
Interesting. Greenacres now starting to argue amongst themselves. Not ideal. And you can he wants to swap with Mandy.
That might be a bit
Cross.
later on. Oh, the snort.
Cross.
Okay, umpire throws the ball up and straight away it gets congested and he says he'll have it again.
Once again, thanks to the Glenunga people for having us here. And look, we try not to disrespect the game, but we're sitting near the Greenacres bench and there's some, I'm going to call it subpar quality banter.
Subpar. Oh, it's congested again. Umpire's going to throw it up for the third time in the middle.
Secondary ball up. Watch for big fish here. Watch for big fish to just, or is it? Yeah, it's big fish. The big 20-metre punch. 1 metre punch. Reed's in there. Ward spills out, Ellis spills to Greenacres. They go forward. The big fella, best position. Good spill from behind.
Starkey.
Hit the ground running, though, Greenacres. He hasn't got it. Umpire sees
Free
it.
kick.
Umpire hasn't missed too many things. And he's
Goldsmith's given the free kick away to
Yeah,
Edwards. Edwards then switches out wide to Guy Ward.
It's that run and spread, isn't it? And they're switching and spreading. And
Reed
that
waves
run.
him in. Oh, Shepherd, he
Ellis.
says.
Ellis.
Clark Rantassa with silly play there on Reed.
Ellis, beautiful
Yeah,
kick.
yeah.
Oh, Prosser
Oh.
dropped it.
He's implanted his face
He
into
did.
the dirt.
Did the old scorpion.
They look great when they switch and spread, don't they, Glenunga?
Yeah, their spread from the contest is elite, or certainly Div 5 elite.
Div 5,
It's up there with what we watch in the Div 1, Div 2 games, mate. They certainly are on par with what we've seen from Gazer and Athelston. Brilliant midfield spread.
Oh, they wouldn't get close to them in terms of the game, but in terms of that spreading ability, they're very, very good. Yeah.
Sfaha throws the ball out wide towards Mal.
Good tackle,
Andy
Andy
Reid.
Reid. Captain
Whoa,
Courageous.
and Guy Ward on top of him.
Wraps him up in a savage cocoon of terror. Andy Reid, just absolutely. I'll tell you what, and that's where he's really brought his game to another level. As captain of this club, he's tackling, he's shepherding, his voice. I love him.
I think he needed another home, super dry.
Another ball up. This one's about 65 metres out from the Greenacres goal at
Oh.
the high school end. The Australian Gas Networks. Who's that? Is that Darryl Leesley?
That's Ray, Rabs Warren.
Oh, Rabs Warren.
Oh!
Okay.
Need a bit of Maxi Walker.
Oh, Vish Wonky not happy with the attention he got from Dolly there, letting him know as well. Oh, just a little knee slips up there from the fish.
Ball deep forward there for Greenacres. Can't see the players are in the way of us here at the moment. We're trying to see, but it looks like Glenunga are going to come back out the back 50. A
Venning
forward
it was,
handball,
yeah.
Venning with the forward handball. Edwards gets it out there to Ellis. Ellis back and board to
Reed.
Andy Reid.
He'll
He's
take
going
him
to put the Jets on. He's going to
Oh,
a
that's
lovely kick to Price.
Great.
That's a lovely kick.
Yeah,
Lace
Reid.
out. You don't get any
And
better
straight
than that.
off. He's coming straight
beautiful
off.
service. Well, he's just a bit frustrated. They haven't been able to get a hold of Reid. He's been too quick, too good today. Well done, Andy Reid. How about a wave? Nah, nothing. Sorry, I was late. Oh, a bit of by-play there from the Glenunga captain.
Good to see the coach there, Brian Lee's looking very happy with his troops.
Crosser lining up 40 metres out.
For 8.
And he leans back, but he gives it a ride. It looks good to me.
Oh, and a little jig.
The umpire's gone into complete shutdown of the mental faculties mode. Giving a dance.
Oh, have a look at this. Look at that.
Oh, he's
He's got the big flags
Got
out.
the big
It's all
flags
over.
out.
A little me, Billy Birmingham Razor Ray time from the
Have
goal
you
line.
ever seen anything like this?
Good on him.
This is unbelievable.
That was quite different. On the South Wales Demons Football Club scoreboard, it's Glenunga 25 goals 7, 157. Greenacres 4 goals 6. And as we predicted, this one they'd probably kick.
We
away
are
in
trying to
the
have a bit of fun with it, so yeah.
And of course, you're probably going to be watching this, people, watching the commentary over the live feed next week, or you'll be watching it next week. So thanks again to all the great people at Glenunga, Brian Lee, Simon Astonberry, multiple surnames.
Simon's been great today to us.
He has
very,
been
very good.
absolutely fantastic. Thanks to our proud sponsors, Hans Superdry. And once again,
Ball
Glenunga
going
in
nowhere.
and under at the contest. Smother. Good 1%er again there from Glenunga.
Hanson moves the ball forward, but
Oh.
big
He's got
Ryan
the one,
MacArthur
MacArthur takes the grab.
sticks his big mid out and she lands.
He's tried hard. I got to think he's not quite at the level of some of these Glenunga players. Good fly there. That's good there from Henke. The excitement machine,
Free.
Josh Henke.
Yeah, I was going to say the
Both
free kick
umpires
was there.
flying free. Who's that
Yeah,
going to?
Michael Malupo.
Lupo's.
Matupo, sorry, or Malupo. Oh, bit of an injury there.
Yeah, looks like Josh Henke's done himself a boo-boo.
Bit of a corky, I think.
Yeah, no player replacing him at this stage. And coming on for Josh
Geordie
Henke.
Schmidt comes on now.
As the ball goes to full forward, but it'll be a mark there to Sammy Abel, is it?
No,
Sammy Venning.
Sammy Venning.
They need different first names, those two. As Geordie Schmidt comes on here.
Down to a limited bench by the looks.
Oh, he'd probably put Reid in Cottonwall for the rest of the day. They seem to have had a bit of a go at him behind the play a couple of times, and no point rescuing him from here.
No.
Big fish Wonky. He's going to pump it forward inside
Beautiful
50
kick
towards
to Harry
Prosser.
Prosser to the pocket. Again, all good pressure there. Good secondary pressure there from Harry Prosser. Didn't get the ball, but followed up. That's what I'm talking about, Knowlesy, a little earlier on. We haven't seen a ton of it today, but let's say these guys play their Div 5 grand final at, say, a Salisbury or a Theberton. Big Fish is an elite runner, and he's going to be like an extra on ball.
Yeah, yeah.
It won't be at a Theban, it'll be maybe at a St Mary's.
It could be St.
It's a
Mary's
big
Park.
oval, St Mary's, mate.
Yeah.
He'll love it. And probably a bit of a home ground advantage for 3 or 4 Gaelic footballers on the Glenunga team who play at St Mary's every week. So I'd expect them to know the ground reasonably well.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe St Mary's because they tend to go that side closest to them, to their home ground.
Just going to have another
yeah.
ball in off the bounce. Of course, St Mary's an absolute hole of a place, but never mind.
There's a reason why they moved football to Noongar.
Yeah. I like the club Kenilworth, but it's the conditions there. It's like a little vacuum or something. It's very strange.
Yeah, but there is a fence around the ground, good car parking, things like that. So
On the far side there, Ellis just affecting the ball, causing it to go out, and it almost hit Muhammad Dolly in the Jats crackers, I reckon, but it has come off his knee and gone out of bounds.
it's a fair surface up St Mary's, isn't it?
It's
It's a fair surface. It's a bloody big one.
It's massive.
Yeah,
but
I know,
it's
it's massive.
undulating. It doesn't chop up, but it's undulating. So
Believe it or not, I played under 17s and 19 supports against South there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, back when it was Panther
Black and
Park.
white TV.
Won the '98 grand final there, so fond memories.
I lost me first one
Panther.
coach in there.
That was Panther
Yeah.
Park back then.
2010, I lost GF there.
Yes.
That would have been back when it would have been black and white TV, wouldn't it, Lee?
Yes,
It
we're having a
was
ball
in
up,
the
Button up
80s.
boots.
60 metres out. We're definitely in the junk time at the moment, but
Wonky takes it out of the ruck, slits it onto his boot, up towards Mickey McMahon, who pulled out of the situation.
Mickey McMahon just said, "No,
Did
thanks,
he?
mate.
No.
Your ball."
Your ball.
We're up by 127. Not a lot of good can come from this.
No. McMahon kicks over towards Bennett. Liam Bennett, that is. Bennett's
Liked his game.
got to pump it long to the top of the square. McMahon flies for the footy. But
Good
it's
pick up.
Maniotis gets it again. Had plenty of the footy today, he has. But he's
Raffle it.
straight back to Bennett.
He should come to this side. He's got
Got
two.
two
there.
out.
Guy Ward out here.
Kick it to me, Liam.
Connors is out here as
chooses
well.
not to. He kicks it
Oh.
to slotting in nicely. That was slotting in
Is that
nicely.
Brand Ellis?
was
No.
Link Bennett.
Link
To
Bennett.
his
To brother.
Bennett, we've seen it before.
Don't go eating that stuff before a big game.
Aiming at left-hand goal post
Jack
here.
Gibbs on.
What'd you say?
Just doing a bit of wild world of sports from the 80s. No one from Glenunga is going to know what we are talking about, Wayne Knowles.
Oh, we're just trying to have a little bit of fun.
45
It's,
metres out straight in front. So let's thank our sponsors at the Ray White Real Estate End. He leans back on it.
He's
and,
pushed it
therefore
right.
Doesn't make the distance. And a good mark
Big
there.
Ryan
for-
McCarthy.
Yeah, good mark
Mickey
from the big
McMahon,
fella.
He's up, he's over. I give that a 4.6.
Yeah, degree of difficulty.
Ryan MacArthur. Oh, Michael Malupo was hiding in the looked like he was hiding in the playground there when he come from nowhere to get the footy.
That's normally where you are, Knowles. You hide in the
It's not
playground.
very nice, look.
Whoa.
And a rush behind there
Rush
to Glenunga.
Yes, we'll
That's-
credit that one. Starkey gets that one.
Yep.
That's at 25-8, 158.
MacArthur to bring the footy back in.
At 4-6-30.
The excitement machine, Josh Henke, which is waiting to come back on. Can you do something, Josh, to give us some excitement, please? It's kind of disintegrated a little bit, this one.
Out to 128
Making
points.
his way. Mickey McMahon, he's had enough for the day, I think. Trying to put him in cotton wool. Reed, McMahon, these types. Here's Henke!
Oh, he's done it. Yes.
You ask and he
Bit of
delivers. Takes a
excitement.
mark right in front of us. Comes in board to Spencer Prowse
Prowse.
in the wing. The doof man.
Oh,
He
into the
kicks
centre
it
of the
like
ground.
he's at a rave.
Young fella there
Turns
got rid of it
over,
real
beautifully
quick.
well run.
Oh.
Oh, there he is again.
Sammy Venning.
Venning, beautiful play. Goes long.
And sprays it.
Kicks it down out of play, and we'll have a ball in 15 metres around from the Ray White Real Estate End. Very late going in the last quarter. It's
I'll wait
Glenunga
for another
play.
goal. I want to see those big flags come out again, mate.
128 points to the good Glenunga. Probably not the closest game we've called this year.
No. But bit of fun, and Glenunga
come
have
in
played
board
very
there.
well.
They can raffle it here.
McMahon to Connors.
Connor says, that's mine. Get
Oh,
out of the way,
-1.
Liam Bennett. You're not even my favourite, Bennett.
Yep.
Don't touch the ball. He puts a high up and under kick. Just hope more than anything else. And
Oh,
coming through is the
big
big
fish.
fishy.
Big 1K.
Oh, he's a wonky. A Jimmy, wonky fish. That's what they're chanting here at Glenunga. You might not be able to hear it.
You can
but
hear
it
him
is.
hear him in the club rooms.
Yep. Or is it Nick? I can't tell the difference between the two.
No, it's Jim, I think.
That's Jimmy. He'll line up for his third. 30 metres out directly in front. I expect him to put it just about over the roof. And he kicks it. He kicks long. He kicks strong. And it's right in the middle of the roof.
Whoa.
It's going. It hits the top of the roof. It's
Over.
It's over! This game has disintegrated.
And we're back to the little flags. Oh, what have we got
he's
here
got
now?
the mini flags.
Got the mini flags. And the dance at the end of it.
Oh, dearie me. I'll tell you what, they're not going to bottle this game, but it is Glenunga. They've done everything they needed to do today. It's Glenunga, 26 goals, 8. That's around about 164. They haven't got the score up yet. Greenacres have stalled on 4 goals, 630. It's Glenunga, 134 points to the good. And we've got some feedback from some of our listeners.
Oh, Bill Fuller's back. He had to shut the app down. He's back. Good to have you back, Bill.
And where's Bill from, Nosy?
Bill's of Angle Vale fame last year. He coached Angle Vale to their first year at the Adelaide Plains League. Wasn't very successful, but William can hold his head high. He did a pretty good job out there.
Didn't they lose by 70 goals regularly?
Yeah, they did.
Didn't Mark Soderstrom play for them?
Yeah, they did.
That's 2 black marks in my book.
Didn't have the enforcer.
No, he did not.
They went out of, Division 7 to go into a relatively strong Adelaide Plains League, which...
That's correct, yes.
And meanwhile, there's a game going on that we're meant to be calling. Glenunga have taken a mark at half back with 100
Did you get so serious, Tom?
134 point lead. I just try and keep you on touch. It's like a Monday night.
Here's the
when we
run
take
and spread.
3
Here's the
hours
spread now.
to
It's going to
shoot
come
8
out.
10-minute programs, Wayne.
Connor
as they
out
come
to
this
Edwards.
way.
Connor switches the football out wide
Also play, Knowles.
to Edwards. Edwards with their hand inside to Bennett. Bennett then gives the ball back to Venning, back to Bennett. He's going to hit it. He's going forward looking for Wonky. Wonky's labouring towards
Brand
the football.
Ellis.
Brand Ellis just says, yep, gives it to Sammy Abel. He's going to, got
Oh,
no
he
left foot.
dances, does
He's
a bit
able.
of dances.
No left
and-
foot.
Whoa, Prosser,
No, Geordie Schmidt that was.
was it?
And we'll have a ball up 15 metres out from the Ray White real estate end. We haven't done many scores from around the grounds there, Hose, thanks to Ray White real estate also. But
Salisbury West is still in front of Fitzroy. I will go around the grounds.
as its ball comes inwards, snapping,
Edwards.
Edwards.
Oh.
Not sure there was anything in that, but it's a free kick
Down the ground.
Okay, the umpire says it's late, and that free kick will go to some very happy recipient. About 5 metres out in the acute angle, he comes back inboard and hits
old Hanson.
Hanson, he'll line up 30 metres out on a slide angle. Can you name another Hanson song?
No.
And he'll line up for his second. No, I cannot.
At Daily Reserve, we've got Kilburn 15-17, 107, Hectorville 10-4-44.
This for a 140-point lead. He kicks. It's true. Straight through the middle. What sort of flags is he going to come up with now? Oh, no, it's just a point. Pardon me. Gee, I got carried away then, didn't I, boys?
You did, mate.
Oh, and he's gone the 22-point wave. Nice kick in from Muhammad Dolly there. Hitting and finding
And there's the siren
it's
to
over.
finish the game.
on the South Whaler Demons Football Club scoreboard, Wayne. It's been a thriller.
It's Glenunga. 26 goals, 165. Defeating the Greenacres Dragons, 4 goals, 630.
A 135-point win to the Rams. Let me quickly take you through the goal kickers. Firstly, for Greenacres, it was Asfaha with 2, Cameron Clark with 1, James Clark Rantassa with 1. For the Rams, and I may have missed one, so I apologise for that, I've got Harry Prosser with 8, Mickey McMahon with 3, Nick Wonky with 4, Fish Wonky, Jimmy Wonky with 3, Andy Reid with 2, singles to Brant Ellis, Kimmy Edwards, Sammy Abel, Josh Henke, the excitement machine, and Jesse Hansen. Better players for Greenacres, please, Nolsey.
Better players for Greenacres, I reckon. Muhammad Dolly battled hard all day, as did Aaron Asfaha and Kyle Maniotis, mate.
And for Glenunga, Nolsey, you could probably raffle him.
Guy Ward was good. I thought he brought his own footy there in the first half. You can't go past Harry Prosser with his 8 goals, I suppose. The Wonky brothers, Andy Reid. Where do you could, like you said, you could just throw a blanket over a lot of them. They all played a pretty contributing role, you could say.
Yeah, and I guess I get a love heart from Andy Reid.
Oh,
He's
look
my
at that.
best.
That's nice.
Yeah, isn't that cute? Look, the thing about Glenunga is because they do that spread so well, they all get involved. The key players get involved, and they end up getting 25, 30 touches each. That's what I found. So your likes of, and embellish me here, Guy Ward, Kimmy Edwards, Andy Reid, Venning, and Abel, they're real ball magnets that all get a touch a lot of the time.
The 1-2 they do all the time, don't they? They link by hand and then they spread so hard.
Yep.
You know, exactly right. You know, they rebound so well off half back. We got the big wave there from the coach.
Yep.
You know, they're a very good unit, and they're going to really, you know, they're sitting top obviously, but they're going to be very hard to beat come September, I reckon.
And one I'm going to get in. I actually tipped this one this week. I thought there'd be an upset, and there has been.
It's in Greenacres.
Portland.
No, I've taken Portland. They've beaten Plimpton by 25 points.
Wow. At home too.
At Plimpton.
Wow.
That's a very, very negative result.